You know, one thing I would like to say this evening is I don't want to start by thanking anybody on our side of the aisle that's created this budget mess. You know, it's almost been this week like having a week-long root canal that never ended. Illinois is broke and people are leaving. And all we saw was resolution after resolution, press release bill after press release bill. Illinois has become the laughing stock of the United States of America. I'd like to challenge you this week this summer, when you go on vacation, to tell people where you're from. And when you tell them you're from Illinois, they either snicker or they say, yeah, I used to live there too, and I feel sorry for you. But one thing that I know is Illinois is not only fiscally bankrupt, but we are morally bankrupt. You know, I'm the minority spokesman for the Economic Opportunity Committee. And you know, one thing that's funny about that is we didn't meet one time during this whole legislative session. And I got a feeling it's because y'all don't understand anything about economics, and you definitely don't understand anything about opportunity, obviously, because everything that you do creates an environment where businesses can't thrive, where families can't thrive, and people are voting with their feet and leaving. If y'all don't know, you lost a congressional seat, which means you lost between 750,000 and 1 million people. And we know it's all true because it happened under a Democrat regime in Washington and also here in the state of Illinois. You know, one thing about this does is it creates a generational curse for this state, because our children and our grandchildren are going to be the ones that reap what we have sown here through our incompetence, through our irresponsibility, and our inability to run a business. No, I don't want to thank anybody for being here at almost midnight tonight. There isn't anybody that runs a business this way. I guarantee you my family would look at me like I had a hole in the head if I said, hey, let's all get together and talk about the family budget at midnight on Saturday night. And that's all I got to say about that.